But I don't want no tea. It gives me a headache.
Oh, what shall we have then?
Coffee.
Hello everyone. Hey, I'm back. I've been busy working on this. I have been full busy on it. I didn't do anything for about a week. I was kind of busy. So anyway, let me show you some of the things I've been working on. As you can see, I've got this cloth mantlet glued onto here, and I'll show you like I was telling you in the last video. I have used pieces of styrene to attach between the two parts. Lots of instant glue. Only thing I have to do now is on the back side here, I've got to bring some styrene around and then up. I'll use some thinner stuff, bend it up, and so it's flexible. Stick it down, glue it down one area, let it dry, bend it so that this will have full strength. You got to remember, I got to have a metal barrel, which is, it's not heavy to you and I, but enough weight on this thing, and it just wants to pull it down pretty far. So between that, I'm going to do the same thing here on the turret. I'm going to put that on. The only thing I don't like is I've got a little bit of a gap issue here, which I'm going to have to fill with some putty or figure out something. But I'm going to do the same thing inside there, where that attaches here up top. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see if I can turn the light. There you go. Had it. There you go. Anyway, we're attaching here. I'll do the same thing with some styrene, and down below the best I can. I just want to keep the weight factor so when the barrel in time pushes down, it doesn't break it loose. And so that's the main thing I'm worried about. And, I'm gluing from paper here to that. And, yeah, instant glue will work, but will it penetrate enough into that to help against the plastic? I don't know. But anyway, as you can see, my friend Roy suggested, I was like, well, I need to put the top hole to the bottom hole, and I don't know if I want to put figures on. I got these wonderful figures from the Verlinden accessory kit, and I thought, well, I don't know. He says, well, just put something in there, and if you close the hatches up, no big deal. I said, great idea. You're right. So basically, why didn't I think of that? So basically, what I've done is I've made them too low. Oops, I'm sorry. This is the wrong guy. Duh. Hold on. This guy sits in here, but he's too low, as you can see, which is no big deal. I made these purposely low so that I can come back and just put a little styrene underneath them to raise them up to the height I want. I'd rather be too low than too high and have to shave some more of these guys off. But as you can see, they'll sit in there, so if I want to use the hatches and do all that work, that's fine. Same thing in the front here. This guy fits right here. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. He just fits right in there. And as you can see, he's about right height, maybe a little too low. I can always add to him and do that. I'll paint all these things black. I'm going to paint all this interior black so it won't reflect any light from the engine grills and everything else. Unless somebody wants to stick a flashlight in there, who cares? You're not going to see it unless it's black inside there. I've been busy doing a lot of neat things. Added all the gas caps. I added all brass handles. I made them myself with my handy dandy micro mark tool to bend. This is really nice. I like it a lot. I put this piece on was according to the, I don't know what it does. If it's a folded over piece, I don't know what it actually does, but it was in there, so I said, okay, I'll put it in there. All the gas caps from Dragon come with the little handles already on them, so I don't have to add them. In the update set from Legend, they want you to add them in there. I'm like, I don't have to, but I am going to add the chains. Dragon has a chain from here to here. It just loops. They want you to put a chain on the end of this and then drag it over here or something. I got to look up more pictures if I can find them and see which way it looks better. I understand from here to here, that way you pull, well, you unlock it somehow and this thing pulls out and the cap comes up. So I'm not sure. But anyway, here's the handles. I did this, and these little ones here. The ones that Dragon had on there, they had a plastic piece on the bottom. They wanted to put another plastic piece on top. It didn't even look like a handle. It looked horrible. So I made my own. Just measured them, drilled them out, and put them in with super glue, and then use a little 10x7 on top to melt it in there. Works perfect. The hooks that they use, they have to lift the tank up or whatever. Oh Lord, they should be weld beams on the bottom here. Almost the other two Shermans I've done, they had little weld things already part of it. This did not. I attempted to start to do it. It got too tiny. I tried to use a Tamiya Q-tips with a little acetone, wouldn't work. So I just left them as is. I'm not going to worry about every little weld joint on this thing. And here's the screens. As you can see, these are the Dragon screens. I did get a set of screens for the other kit, but it was for the Tamiya kit, which they fit in. These Dragon ones, the whole photo etch piece fits on the outside. So I've been doing that. Like I said, you can see that I made this for the driver. Just, you know, super glue and extra styrene pieces. What else have I been doing? I put this piece on. Boy, that piece was a bird. On the Tamiya kit, supposedly this goes exactly between the two. But the problem is Tamiya's hatch over here. Sorry, I'm not in focus. Or in picture. This is actually over here a lot farther, by about 1/4 inch. I don't know if Dragon's got it right or Tamiya's got it right, but this is correct in the correct position. This hatch is not. Mine is over farther here. Tamiya's is a lot closer. This is supposed to fit exactly in between here, so I decided I'll put it right in the middle. It matches the curvatures of this and that, and I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know what this does, so. Oh, nothing Roy suggested. I was like, well, do I put the machine gun in, you know, here for the bow gun? And I'm like, well, do that. Then I'm worried about breaking it off as I'm working. He goes, why? Just cut the damn thing off and jam it in this way when you're done. I said, oh yeah, that makes sense. Thanks, Roy. What do I care if there's a whole machine gun in there? No one's going to see it. Some days I'm not thinking. This piece is ready for the rear. This will go in back here. So I'll fit that on. That'll go in there. I was showing you last time this piece here. They clean up perfectly, beautifully. I was showing you the piece that they had to have in the back here to help do the mold. Beautiful work. I've been cutting out all the gas cans or water cans. Beautiful, just beautiful. Minimal sanding on the bottom. The toolbox on the side of the turret that goes right here came out really nice. I just got to glue a bunch of tabs on here that you know, so it's a little off the edge there. Gotta do that. That's photo etch parts. Oh, the Dragon kit, the smoke dischargers. Oh Lord, they're in two halves, right down the middle here. Oh God, to make that perfectly round and make it look good, I had to clamp them. Use a little bit of instant glue on the inside, just a little bit. I have two tabs and a hole. Put them together, kind of held it. Used the clamp down here to help hold it. Then this side wanted to come apart. Had to kind of hold it for a little while. Then I used 10x7 just lightly. Then I just had to sand. Do not, when you're cutting it out, you have to cut it out right here, right back here. Do not leave extra. Okay, don't cut it close. Leave extra. Then put these together. Then cut that off lightly and then melt it with 10x7 and then sand it. It'll save you a lot of hassle. You won't have to do any filling. You won't have to do a lot of different things. Just because that reaction with the 10x7 just melts it all together, then you don't have to worry about a seam. The front, I do have a seam back here, and I am not playing with that. There's a seam with the two halves, as you can see, hopefully. I'm not playing with that. You could fill in with putty and do that, but I'm not going to. There comes a point where I'm just like, no, I've tried to do that before, and you take 10x7, smear it in there, make it disappear, and you lose your overall look because you start melting it, and it's not worth it. This little box on the back, I think this is the call box. It fits back here, right here. Oops, sorry, I'm not even. I'm looking at not you. That fits right back there. I replaced the handle. As again, the handle they had on there was just a piece of plastic sticking out, then put another piece of plastic on top. Too thick, just looked horrible. Toolboxes, I've taken a couple of the toolboxes off. They come out really nice. And other than that, that's what I've been doing. And I want to let you guys know, I'm going to show you something a little bit. From Sci-Fi Model Action or TrekWorks, Boyd was, and I think I've shown on my other video, to anneal brass photo etched. You need to do that. and I've already washed them. I actually sanded them, then I washed them. Now I'm gonna anneal them. Just because it softens it up, and it'll make it easier for you to bend, and it will stay bent. If you don't, sometimes you'll get a little bit of memory, like Boyd will say in his last video. You'll get a little memory. So I'm going to show you what Boyd did. Basically, he just took a piece of ceramic tile and heated it up, and you'll see. Or heated the metal up on top of a piece of ceramic tile. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have these set on some tiles so to absorb any heat. I was going to do more, but I thought I'd show you these two with the camera real quick. Basically, get your little torch. Sorry, I'm in this. We're going to light this. I've been having problems lighting it, so give me a second. And then basically, there we go. When I got it lit, I'm going to hit, just lightly go over this. See how it's changing color? You don't want too much heat, but you want enough heat. See how it? See the wave of that? You don't want too much heat, but you just want a little bit. You know, good amount. You can hit a little bit more. Just don't want to melt everything. That's the main thing. You don't want to lose your detail. So just hit it, and that's it. And there we go. Torch is out, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Now let it naturally cool. Don't. And by the way, when you do this, don't do it with a bunch of chemicals and glue around. It can light on fire. And Boyd had a great idea. I used to just hold this stuff with a pair of clamps or this, and I used to just hold it with that. Now Boyd's like, why? He did it on the ceramic tile. I'm like, I've got ceramic tile. This is great. So thank you, Boyd. I really appreciate that. Good idea. So let this naturally cool. That will anneal the metal, make it softer with less memory. And do it that way. That's all you have to do. I have two more pieces to do. That'll be from the Dragon kit. These are from the Legend kit. So there we go. It'll also make it easier to cut it out and do everything. So make sure whenever you use photo etched, you do torch it, anneal it, get it hot just a little bit. You don't have to go overboard. You don't want to melt everything. You just want to heat it up. And you know, because if you heat up too long, yeah, you'll do some melting, all right. That brass is not that tough. And there you go. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. My voice keeps going in and out. I don't know why. But I'm going to get working on this again. I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of work, but the detail on this thing is going to turn out fantastic. I'm really excited about how this is turning out for the detail effect. I got little sub-assemblies to paint and do certain things, so I'm going to get started. I'm going to start working on painting the interior of this black, the interior of this black, probably the turret interior black also. Get everything blacked out, put it together, and then I can really work when the upper and lower are together. When this is together, I can start putting the fenders on. I can do all the little details I want to do without crushing it. I'm worried about crushing it. So when I get this on, I will seal everything up, putty what I need to putty. Then I'll start working on this thing big time for the detail. And yeah, baby, it's going to be fantastic. All right, well, thank you for watching. I'll be back whenever I get some more done to show you what I've been doing. And that's all I can tell you. Have a good day, have a good week, and I will see you soon.